Okay, so I decided that I was going to do a solo JT run. I was talking to Carolina today, and he had done one, so I thought, hell, why not? So I landed at about 2 clicks away. I'm just searching for anybody that might be out there. The other complicated thing in this area was trying to find a way down. It was next to impossible because, of course, I parked on a sheer cliff. Get rid of the mission because who cares? Now, a little bit of a spoiler alert. I was hoping that I would be able to hide my arrow up here, but, you know, anybody flying over obviously can ping and see it, so yeah, good times. This looked like a good way down. It wasn't. I ended up actually having to move. I think I look over here in a minute, but I ended up having to move left. Yeah, there you can see it's an easier way down. We've done this a lot of times in our task force, and it's just a lot of fun to actually come out and do it by yourself every now and then and just kind of give yourself an adrenaline rush run. Now at this point, the global chat was kind of quiet about Jumptown, and I know that necessarily doesn't mean anything. Yeah, that wasn't a good way down either. Yeah, I didn't see anybody talking about Jumptown, and I kind of took that as an opportunity so that I could get out there, get a good place to kind of settle in, and luckily for that part of the mission it worked just fine. So timed it right, got in with some weather and cover darkness. I slid down the hill and, you know, got some injuries, but that was to be expected, and I figured, heck, it's better than actually falling off the cliff over to the right, so whee! Little delay on that there. So at this point I'm getting down to a more maneuverable part of the terrain. I'm still quite a ways out. I'm probably about 1,700 meters from the actual facility at this point. So I keep working my way down. Sorry if the global chat's bothering you, but I feel like it's pretty important to have on when you're doing something like this. And now I'm just going to start searching for cover as I traverse. Still having some issues in this area. I mean, it's been like this for at least... well, it's just always been like this. Had issues with the terrain not allowing me to maneuver, crouch, go prone. You go up to use something for cover and all of a sudden it's popping you right back up on your feet and you're skylighting for everyone to see. It's wonderful. Great experience. Just throwing some shade, I love it. So I try and maintain good visibility of the facility the whole way in, which is kind of important when you got people coming in with their A2s. You want to be able to make sure that you can keep distance, get a good way to bail out if you need to. I'm not too worried about other fighters or torpedo bombers because, I mean, their blast radius isn't nearly as bad as an A2, so not so much to worry about. And we're going to start seeing some sun coming up over the horizon, and that really kind of lights a fire on my movement, so once the light starts coming in, I really want to get moving. And you can see I'm looking back at my arrow there, just kind of get a distance reference. And remember the A2 I was talking about? Yeah, they come through. There he is. And he's scouting the facility, and then he doesn't really scout the surrounding area. But to keep him from doing it, I act as if. Alright, while he's got his back to me, I go run as fast as I can for cover. So I can get some terrain between me and him. Ooh. At this point I can't tell if I have snow settled on my armor. Okay. So I do have some cover, at least. I should be able to move and stay out of sight. Hitting the deck because I don't have sight of him. I don't know if he's going to pop up or not. Joy. Now I'm saying no. There he goes. He spotted my arrow. There. He's flying right for it. And boom. Down I go again. Okay, so he's scoping that area where I landed up there. He's probably looking to see if I'm still up there. I don't know if most people wait for daylight to move or what. I don't know why he would think I'd still be up there. So he didn't drop anybody off at the facility. Here you can see the sun coming up. And this is when he decides to be a dickhead. Couldn't tell if I could see him drop it, but as soon as he leaves that range, it just goes. So he's overhead. I can't stand up. There goes my ship. Not the only way out of here. So then I have to sit and wait for him to do this stupid song and dance. He's patrolling the facility, trying to see if there's anybody inside. As if dropping a bomb on it's going to make a difference. It's just it's a big ass target to be doing that in. So without bringing an anti-air loadout, I'm limited in what I can do, so I just basically need to be patient and wait for him to finish this BS. And I have decided during this mission that I wasn't going to call for any kind of help. At least not during the approach to the facility. I wanted to be able to take the facility on my own. Here I'm just scanning the horizon to see if there's anybody. Since he landed, he's a huge target. Easy to ping from a long way away. Alright. And if you just saw that, there is either an eclipse or a retaliator that has just taken interest in our dear friend. I don't know if it was an eclipse or a retaliator because stars. But on the bright side, he's gone. So now I can start to commence moving on the facility. It is a bit concerning that there was a ship here that just destroyed an A2 and I have no idea where it is. Clipping in and out of the terrain and falling over, hitting the overhang didn't exactly make that easy. I know I put myself in that situation, but I mean, come on. So at this point I can't see the facility, so I know the direction and I'm just gonna run. Using whatever cover I can just in case somebody is spotting me from a hillside. So I'm running for the side of the facility. The windows on the side of the facility are unable to be seen looking out so my movements are covered at this point to anybody that would be in the facility, and my main goal is to get under it, so that way there is no chance that anyone in the air can see me. Now that I'm under the facility, I'm going to check my perimeter, checking the usual landing spots, sitting here, cover, just in case anybody saw my approach, and I can listen for any footsteps coming in that would be following me. It seems clear, so I'm going to move for the door. Alright, that's a good sign. Cycle. Take whatever cover I can get. And it's loot goblin time. So as I'm going around, I'm going to start looking for anything that would suggest there are people here. Oh, that loot box is popped, so somebody was here during the server. So continuing to move through, I'm just going to hit all these weapon crates, see what I can find, change my loadout, or try to. And the next move is work into the drug facility. Looks clear, drugs on the floor. People were here. So, I found you drop these drug crates in front of the door like that. If you can get them out of the machine. And if you get enough of them in front of the door, people will trip over them. So I'm just going to be adding to my pile, waiting on this stupid buggy machine to actually do this properly. If I get a few more over there, that ought to help. That stupid machine malfunctioning over in the corner. Sounds a little bit like the airlock. And here comes my friend. So a Drake ship just dropped its gate. Assuming by the sound of it, it's one of the new ones. It's the noise of it going back up that was concerning. Until I heard that, I thought I had a ride out. So he's probably checking the outside. There he is. Sure reloaded it. And that's how the trip hazard works. At this point, I'm going to try and bust a new ship. My buddy at me too decided that I was going to make this my permanent residence. I should have picked up at about this point that something was wrong with the server. And it really didn't have much to take a door out. That grand. Crash to desktop.